storm preceding your arrival filled the skies with crimson. Corruption incarnate, I tell you. Some people claim to have the answer, but I don't believe them. Does it come from the dark part of a person's soul? From some vault of evil beneath the island? One thing I know for sure. It turns them... Yes, and corruption's the real threat to watch for. Any trace is a scourge to the settlement. I fear some remnant may be lingering in Tide Swallow Cave. I hate to ask a newcomer, but you handle yourself well enough. Go take a look then. Be warned though, corruption can be right dangerous. Was right, wasn't it? There was corruption in that cave. You're brave to have dealt with it. First Light cannot afford to ignore this threat anymore. If corruption gets a foothold on the beach, It'll be at the settlement walls in a matter of days. You're right, of course. The folks at the settlement should start making preparations. This could get right ugly. The constable should hear about this straight away. Yes, you've done as much as I could ask down here. Give Constable Oakes this message and then take a well-deserved rest. You've earned it.
It's always a treat to see a new face. Whether you are new to Eternum or simply from another settlement, oh dear. Then the storm we saw out there was as bad as it seemed. The shattered mountain has erupted as well. Lynch said this day would come. It seems she was right. It's funny to recall. There was even a crazy old man warning us about corruption years ago. Reveries aside, we'll need to think carefully about how to proceed. Oh, it was decades ago. He was stark raving mad, but kind of sweet at the same time. I heard a rumor he was wandering around Monarch's Bluffs these days. He's probably become lost by now. I'll begin formulating a strategy. We shouldn't rush into anything. I take it you are to whom Watcher Lynch referred in her message. Then the settlement is already in your debt. If you will, please inform Magistrate Bond of this news, and then visit the inn. We all need our rest, don't we?
Forgive me, a bit busy just now. First the storm, then shattered mountain, and I'm getting no direction or help whatsoever. Oak sent you. Better late than never, I guess. Let's see. Don't don't suppose she gave you any further instruction, did she? Typical. She probably needs to consider her plan. I'll do everything I can to ensure First Light is prepared if this situation deteriorates. Let's just hope it's enough. Good. The constable doesn't realize the urgency here, but I do. We must get to work straight away. You're the one? Sounds like... Of course you did. Very well. I suppose that makes sense. Check in with Innkeep Fairfax and get a room. Go.
Welcome to the everlasting torch. We are always burning for you. You here to check in? Be my guest. Literally.
There you are. I was worried I might have run you off. I'm sorry if I seem overly hasty. It's just that this really is an emergency. See? You get it. Why doesn't Constable Oakes? I do hope you'll stick around. I would never consider living anywhere other than First Light. This was once the greatest territory in all Eternum, you know. I'm surprised you feel the need to ask. Of course I do. This place has been my home for over a century. First Light used to be one of the most influential territories in all Eternum. Not so much these days. It's a long story, but indeed, once our markets were packed solid, you should visit the trading post yourself to see the current state of things. Check out the storage space available to you as well. You see, it may have lost its luster, but we have everything one could need in First Light. With decisive action, we can make this territory stronger than ever. I will continue to do what I...